name is Happy. I live in San Francisco. I am a good friend of Lilith's father.
President Barack Obama is the first black president in America's history. He's also the 44th president of the United States of America. He was elected president in November of 2008 and was sworn into office in January of 2009. Many people were shocked when he became president because some thought that would never even happen. People are really surprised that he became president, but also happy at the same time because now change would come.
Well, that's the most I never heard in the entire American history that the first black president, when he was elected, I never get a chance even how to scream. My happiness really to extremely, I was happy.
President Barack Obama promised many things throughout his campaign in 2008. A couple of the things he promised were tackling the healthcare, and what I mean by that is having healthcare for all citizens and bringing back troops from the Middle East. Those things are in the process, they're happening. A little issues here and there, but he's trying to work on it. Let's see what Hapta thinks Obama should tackle next, or what he should tackle right now.
The most important things, the two presidents, Bush, father and son, they send the military to the Iraq and Afghanistan. All this happened during those times. Barack Obama, he brought most of the military from Iraq, and they have a plan to bring them from Afghanistan at the end of 2014.
At this time, many people do not have money or health care insurance. People nowadays are getting extremely ill and sick because they cannot get proper medical attention. Without proper medical care, Americans will be very sick for a long time and possibly die. This is a big issue that Obama must take care of immediately.
Well, the most important thing is he have to do the health care situation. That's the most important thing for American people. I hope that he will finish it before end of his presidency.
Without working citizens, there cannot be a prosperous economy. In order for there to be a prosperous economy, the people must work. And with work comes money. Without a proper economy, there is no nation really. You know what they say, no money, no funny. And when you don't have money, Americans can't provide for their families, their bills, and many more. So we must find a way to help the people.
The economy will improve first by giving the people who are unemployed a job, and then to bring those companies back to this country, and then creating more money spending to the development of training people. Maybe that will create more jobs.
By the end of 2008, America spent over $900 billion for the military. Imagine, now it can be in the trillion zone. We spend too much money for providing for the war.
Instead of sending the money to the war, it's better to teach people, people who need technologically, farm-wise, and then we'll have more educated people, and then the country will be without unemployment, and we will have to go to work. That's what.
As Obama's presidency is about to end, people haven't seen as much change. The economy isn't getting any better. Yes, the troops are coming back, but not all at the same time. And well, people are being a little bit disappointed with Obama's presidency. So, what can he do to make it better? As of right now, no one really knows. But people want change. And right now, people don't believe they're getting that change that Obama promised.
I don't think so, but he promised that need change when he was running for president. But sometimes the Congress, they are against him, the Republican against him. He tried his best. he tried his best to change it, but I don't see that much change. But maybe he's the next one or the next year, maybe he will expect to be changed.
May 2nd, 2011, about a year ago, Osama bin Laden was found dead in Afghanistan in one of his mansions. He was killed by a couple of American soldiers. Now, some people thought it was wrong for him to be killed, while a lot of Americans and people even all over the world celebrated his death, as finally maybe terrorism might take a break. But some people don't agree with his death. Listen here.
Well, if they have an opportunity to capture him, they're supposed to do that. But because they have to bring him to justice, what he did, he have to tell a lot of history, a lot of secret, a lot of he used to tell them, but they killed him right away. There is no anything to get any information from him.
Racism is a very big issue that keeps on occurring in America. It can't really be stopped, but it can be suppressed. Martin Luther King said, paraphrased, "We should not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character." We should live by these words that Martin Luther King preached many, many years ago, because maybe this time racism can be stopped.
Well, we cannot say 100% is correct, but he did fight for that. Still exists. Racism still exists. But look what happened 2-3 weeks ago, last month. That's another issue need to be solved.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights activist and a Baptist church minister. He wanted to fight off segregation, discrimination, and racism. He wanted to do it all. He didn't just fight for blacks, though. He fought for all of humanity. He wanted everyone to be equal and everybody to be liberated and free from all this hate. He's a modern-day icon, and his beliefs still live on today.
He was fighting for freedom, equality, especially for black people. Yes, everybody had to be equal. And then he have a good dream. That's by his speech, I have a dream.
September 11, 2011 truly changed America forever. That was the day the most biggest attack of terror happened, not only in America, but in the world. Little did we know, these attacks created a snowball of effects and issues, problems for America in general. Because of 9/11, we are in war, debt, and much more. Listen to this.
Well, just September 11 changed America in the bad situation. Economically, one is, and then our money goes to the war, which you have to pay tax instead of for the people to help American people. All the money goes to the war, so that one a big change for American history.
No one truly knows why such a heinous act of terrorism happened in New York City on September 11th, 2001. No one really knows for sure why it happened. There are many reasons and many theories people have. But here's Habta's theory, and here's why he thinks 9/11 occurred.
Because of America is Democrat country. If you see those 9/11 people who do that, the terrorists, they are mostly from Arab world. I'm not saying all of them are terrorists, but some people, they don't like Democrats in their country, and then plus they don't have human rights in their country, especially for women rights. It's totally unacceptable.
I don't know if you have heard, but apparently the World Trade Centers are being rebuilt. Yes, they are being rebuilt, and right now they're under construction. Some people think it's a good idea, and some people think it's a bad idea. a couple of reasons. Maybe they don't want to have the same accident happen again. But others think that's impossible. We have high-tech security now, and that's sure not to happen again. But this is what Hapte thinks.
Not 100% is not good idea, because that one is, we lost 4,000 people on that location. That's it's supposed to be for memory, not to build in the people who lost their life. If they put it another direction, that will be fine. And then that's the World Trade Center. I will not accept that to be built again.
A lot of people say that 9/11 could have been preventable. A lot of people say you couldn't have known. All you have to do is move on, learn from the mistake, and find a way to protect our country from other countries as well. But here's what my dear friend Hapte has to say about it.
Well, when the enemy comes, he don't tell you. You know, most of the people who's involved in when that situation safe to be this country, they have to determine that to check whatever on this country who is coming, who is, and then when they sell something, bomb, powder, whatever it is, they have to register it. Who bought it, who sell it, and then they have to register that. So it never will happen if they control it.
Going back a couple of centuries, the Monroe Doctrine stated that we should not interfere with other countries' affairs. We simply shouldn't. We shouldn't get into it, talk about it, anything. We pretend like it doesn't even happen. But obviously nowadays, America, we're basically in everybody's business. So is that a good idea or a bad idea? You can't really say, right? Here's what Hapte has to say though.
Well, they're not supposed to be interfere there. They have their own law, they have their own rule, they have their own country. They have to go by their own rule. But sometimes America is the superpower. You know, the country, the president or the king, whatever it is, they don't do the right thing democratically to the people. So they are affecting America. So sometimes you need to help the people. Sometimes we have to help the people. Thank you for interviewing me.
Is there anything else you'd like to add before we conclude the interview?
Oh, I hope you will get a good grade for that.
Okay, thank you for helping me, Hapte.